What's up, Internet? Welcome. Ooh, sauna. What's up? Welcome to Blueprints. Yet another one in the bag. We're on episode 90 something. Yeah. Okay. I am unsure. This is a way to start. This is certainly a way to start the episode. I'm unsure how many more runs I want to do at the top of this house. Because we've spent several trying to get the remaining rooms, and I don't know how fruitful that's actually been. So I do want to take a look at our notes. I do want to take a look at what we have left to do, see if there's anything that I'm missing, and hopefully make a decision about where to go next, because I currently don't have an idea of where to go next. Not really. So in the last episode, we also managed to do some of the more dry boxes. So we have one left of those. We will, I'm sure, eventually get that done. But the one that's left is quite hard. Also left on the docket. So blue memos. We have the gallery left. We have the wine cellar, the trophy room, dovecote, freezer, and the chamber of mirrors. And then I had a comment saying that I missed the lab, which I think is actually true. So I erased that from my list, and I think I have to go back to the lab up on rank 8. Also on my to-do list that I made after the last time that we checked all our notes, I have recap history and dates of the Sinclair events, which we kind of done. The sealed wall in an outer room. What was that? Oh, as if is there another room there? Yeah. Allowance boxes and sigil rooms almost there. We bought blue tents, so I can actually cross that off the list. I haven't actually checked this list in a minute. Numeric cores is on the recap list, which I think we're actively doing. The denoted inverse / does it never end / the constellation thing, which we've basically tanked based on that run that we did a couple episodes ago. The boiler room plates, the thing that moves, the thing that I was kind of questioning whether that had any situation. And that's basically it. That's kind of all I have, other than various notes about numeric cores at this point. And then here are all of the tagged memo notes that I have. So I'm just going to read these straight out. I have about 15 of them. So there's a major key hanging on a wall in the safe house. I think that is the train schedule. I think that's what that's referring to. In eclipses only appear in the north sky. So that's just them telling us that in the prefix in, INN, refers to something being of the north, which we knew. Quote, there is a letter missing, which I think we've kind of guessed at this point that there is not an 8th red letter, potentially. Or it's double meaning, and it's saying, quote, there is a letter missing, meaning that there's a letter missing from the painting puzzle, which I don't remember what room we got this note in, but I'm assuming either one is relevant. Surveillance recordings can only be accessed via the security terminal. Yeah, see, now that's interesting. I'm starring that one in my notes because that seems so relevant. Okay. There's only one location in the drafting pool where every room can be drafted. Where every room can be drafted. Which we kind of deduced that it could have been the outer room with the Blessing of the Monk, right? You could take any room and put it out there, potentially, including the antechamber, right? We've tested that. The family core is unlocked only by the sum of its digits. We think at this point that was referring to the idea that it is 8 because the digits of the MCCXIII, it is 1213 or 1213, which is, if you sum those numbers together, that is 8. So we think that that clue is directly asking us to get the key of 8, which we do have in coat check. The family core is unlocked only by the sum of its digits, so that's that one. Car acronym swan song, but without the vowels, so it's SWNSNG, which I don't know what the hell. The note specifically said, I think I didn't write down the exact note, but I think it said that the acronym on this license plate, or the word on this license plate is an acronym, which is swan song, which is ridiculous because that's not what an acronym stands for. 6 of the red letters were addressed to H.S. Sinclair. Sure. There are 4 different methods to rotate rooms, which I think we've kind of got. It was, what are the other ones? It's rotunda and dovecote for sure. And then the ornate compass, and I don't remember what the last one is. Yeah. Clara absent laid to rest on June 11th, 1983. Don't know if that's super relevant currently. The largest planet in the sky is named after the Paragon of Ash. That would help us get the paragons. I believe the Paragon of Ash is the one with the duster, which I don't, at this point, I could scroll back, but the chimney sweep, Vea, probably, based on my notes. Coat of arms. First number is 1 numeral, the rest are 2 numerals. So that's the thing that we're talking about where I split. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I think I misunderstood that. I have written, at least what I have written here, is first number is 1 numeral, rest are each 2 numerals. For some reason, I'm assuming I'm going to put some sort of visual aid on the screen, so this is not completely madness. I had assumed... shit. I had assumed that what that meant was that the first number that we have to add in the numeric cores is just 1 digit, but that's not what it says. That's not what it says. It says the first number is 1 numeral, like Roman numeral. The rest are each 2. Because if you remember me going through the math of this, I was wondering how the hell do I reduce the coat of arms number to be 2 numbers per when the other numbers involved are like 200, right? If you split it up or you try to split it up, there's not a clean break one way or the other. So if you reinterpret all of it, I'm erasing kind of what I had written here. If you reinterpret that statement to mean numerals as written, meaning that the first number, meaning the first number of the 4 that we're evaluating is the first numeral, that's just M, which is 1,000, which changes things drastically. And then the rest are each 2 numerals, meaning that the remaining 6 numerals are 2 apiece. Wow. Okay, hold on. So that means that it's 1,000, then 2 C's, so that would be 200. The next 2 numerals are XI, which is 11. And then it's 2 more I's, which is then just 2. So it's 1,211 and 2. Okay. We'll get to math in a second. I do want to just finish out the rest of my notes that I picked out. SHS was born 3 years after HSS, which is a family tree thing. Don't know how that's super relevant yet. Months are slightly longer than days, which also I think it has to do with the drawing room puzzle. and then the family core is kept in the family vault. So that was cluing to us that I think that the vault is where we have to go next. Let's go back to numeric cores, and I'm going to put this up on the screen, hopefully. Okay, so based on our math from the last time, we deduced that there are 6 potential options for numeric cores, right? There are 6 options in the, and this should be on the screen already. It's, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and then every version of that which still keeps the first number as the addition maneuver. Based on the example that they gave us in the piece of paper in the foundation, or not the foundation, the basement, there was only one option that worked. So theoretically, if I do this, there should only be one option that works. So let's take a look. So 1,000 starts it off every time. So let's do it the normal way. 1,000 minus 200 is 800 times 11. Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's going to be high math. Give me a second. I should be able to do that. 800 times 10 is 8,000. Plus, it's 8,000 plus, what is 800 times? Oh, it's just, wait. But it's times 11, so it'd be, so it's 8,000 plus 800, so it's 8,800. Divided by 2 is 4,400. Okay, so we're talking about 4,440, which is a valid number. And I think it said it could be 4 digits or less. So that could be it. Okay, let's try something else. So 1,000 minus 200, 800, divided by 11. 800 divided by 11? Is that possible? Is that a full number? I think if one step of this doesn't become a full number, then it doesn't work. Yeah, this is 72.72 repeating, and times 2 isn't going to do anything. So that's dead. So the second round of this is dead. 1,000 times 200. Oh, Jesus. Okay, this is going to be a crazy number. 1,000 times 200 is 200,000. Times, oh wait, no. It's only going to be plus or minus from there. Or no, division's there, but not enough. If you divide by 11, it's still 18,000, which I guess you could keep reducing. But that's weird. Let's just say we do it. So if it's 200,000, right? So it's 1,000 times 200 minus 11 divided by 2 is 99,994.5. Yeah, no way. So I'm going to just say that both of the multiplication versions are dead too. So now we're just left with the division one to do. So it's 1,000 divided by 200, which looks correct anyway. That's 5. So the starting step is 5 here. Then we have minus 11 is negative 6 times 2 is negative 12. That's a negative number. That's not going to work. Okay, last one, which is addition, division, multiplication, subtraction. It's 1,000 divided by 200, which is 5 again, times 11 is 55, minus 2, that's 53. That is a valid number. 53 is for sure a valid number. So now what? I mean, now I guess I just do that, right? Well, hold on. First of all, let me make sure I'm actually recording. Okay, we've been going for 15 minutes and I haven't moved. Okay, so if 53 or 4,400, but if I'm trying to go to the vault, then I have to go to the vault. That's the answer to the question. So I have one of those two numbers to deal with. Um, 53 or 4400. I need vault and I need code check. I don't have a cost on vault anymore, right? I axed that? Why am I forgetting that now? Where is it? Yes, I axed it. Thankfully. I did well there, I think. That was a good... I feel confident in my axes, actually. I think I did really well with that. Okay. I don't have keys for that yet. Never mind. Coat check. Vault. Oh boy. Okay. Let's go north. Storeroom is fine. That's perfect, actually. And I mean, if I could do other room 8 rooms, I'll do them, but that's not my focus at this point. I'm trying to actually beat this game. I don't want to be here forever. Her ladyship's spare room, perfect placement. I'm having some sort of allergic reaction. I'm sorry if I sound congested or anything like that. Oh my god, trophy room. No, I'm gonna go corridor. Hallway, closet, chapel. Let's go with chapel. Commissary, Geist bedroom. Ain't bad. But commissary is probably going to be really good for items right now, so let's do that. Metal detector, sleeping mask, shovel. Well, shovel will help with key stuff because I have kennel now. Drawing room. Not bad, but I could use that in somewhere else, I think. Let's go... I have already a break room on the estate. Let's go parlor, and then I'm going to come back. You know what? Let me solve parlor while I'm here. We always have a better chance of getting code check, I feel like, earlier in the house. The blue box is exactly one true statement. Okay. The gems are in the blue box. The gems are not in the black box. The above statement is true. Well, the white box has exactly one true statement. The black box has no true statements. Okay. So if this is true, fully, the black box is the fully false one. So that would be correct. Gems are in the blue box. So that would be not correct. So the gems would then be either in here or here, which would mean if this one's correct, that means this one has only one true statement. And it can't. The above statement is true. If that's not true, the gems are not in the black box. If that's true, then that is correct, which means that's wrong. If that's lying, that's also lying, which would make that... So that's a paradox. So white box is exactly one true statement is not possible. So this has to be lying. And if that has to be lying... This doesn't have to be the fully untrue one, though. That's the problem. If this is the fully true one, that the gems are not in the black box... The blue box is exactly one true statement. Well, let's just do it here. If this is the fully true one, the blue box is exactly one true statement would be the bottom, that the black box has no true statement, so it's bullshit. So this can't be the fully true one. This can't be the fully true one. This has to be the fully true one. That the gems are not in the black box, so they're not here. And this is lying that the gems are in the blue box, so I think they're here. Oh, shit, really? All that work? All right, well, that one threw me a little bit. Let's go back. Let's fill out the house a hair, and then we shall continue. While we're here, we might as well open this up. What do we got? You know, garage ain't bad, actually. Just for keys, I'm feeling the key need on this run for whatever reason. Yeah. Okay. I'm almost like, in a weird way, like dissociating. I'm like, oh, wait, there's a game that I have to be playing here. It's not just I could get to puzzle, you know? Alright, let's use our digging skills when we possibly can. Classroom, utility closet. Let's just redraw. Let's see if we could get coat check, shall we? Dormitory, walk-in closet. Or vault, I guess, but probably less likely. Geist bedroom isn't bad there. Let's take that. Okay. Alright. Wonderful. I don't have to go down that path again. And then let's go up here. Let's take whatever this is going to be. 10 minus 2 is 8. Times 10 is 80. Divided by 8 is 10. All right. We are flipping a lot of numbers. Okay, so it's 15 plus 4 plus 1, which is 19. That's 91 plus 16. 91 plus 16. Why am I so bad at math? 91 plus 16 is 107. Flipped, that's... Oh, wait, plus 2. 109. Flipped, that's 901? Wait, hold on. What's happening here? I'm assuming that we're going to just flip it so high that it just becomes double zeros. So it's 1 plus 4 plus 15. I'm just keeping track. Oh, that's 20. So it was bullshit anyway. I just have to have all the numbers in front of me. There's so many spaces here. 20 plus, what is that, 18? 20, but flipped, so it's 2. So it's plus 18. I see what the game here is. It's 20 again. Flip it back. It's 2. Plus 3 plus 4 plus 1. That's 8. So that's 10. Flipped again. That's 1. Plus 3 plus 15 plus 1. It's 20, but flipped it again. That's 2. You bastards. All right, lots of keys. So we're now good on keys. Drawing room, hallway, bedroom. To be honest, bedroom's probably the best bet here. More keys. Boudoir. Hallway is amazing there, actually. And I've boxed in foundation, so actually it's actually best to do this room right now. Let's see if I could get something out of it. Let's get pantry out of the running, shall we? All right. Not that pantry's an egregiously terrible room, but it's not the best room that I want right now, so we shall continue. Okay. Walk-in closet, boudoir, huh? All right, let's take boudoir. I'll take the gems, and hopefully something will pop in that door, and then we're good to go. And then we just ride off that top run. And I forgot we have sauna, so we have so much. There's security. Let's do security, actually, because... for a couple reasons. Let's do lab stuff, and then let's just turn the key cards down, because I don't have one at this point. That would be the worst thing. Although, I'm not under pressure yet, because I don't have coat check, so if I don't get it, I don't care. Remote terminal. Let's go with lab. Boop-a-doop, boop-a-doop, ba-doop, boop, 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 boop. Okay. Experiment. Pretty good with the new dice. Each time you draft a tomorrow room. Let's try that. It incentivizes more hallways, but you know what? That's okay. And then the surveillance footage. Now what we're here. Yeah, like, what was the note? It was this one, right? It was the archives? And then there was another one in the attic, wasn't there? Was it this one? But it only showed these, not 12, 11 monitors, right? That note only showed these 11. It didn't. It ignored these. What do I have to? CCAM 23. CCAM tape 23. Yeah, this has long been something that I'm like, A cam, B cam, 56, 12. There's our vault. That's our precious vault we're trying to hit. Pool. Yeah, what are all these rooms? Wine cellar. Oh, vault again. Did these show up? Are there doubles? So there's vaults on both sides there. That's the nook, which I thought I saw earlier. Up here. That's wine cellar, which is odd. Library. Pool, obviously. And pool is inaccurate because that's the water. Ballroom. I'm going to come back to this because obviously I want to... There's more pressing issues to harp on right now. Let's keep going. Oh, wait. We got to go hallway. Okay. So no sign of either room we need, but if we get vault, obviously that's full steam ahead. Okay. So now we're going back this direction. And not that way. We go up here. Yeah, see, like, there's no camera here. Not that that truly matters, but it's just funny that that's where we're at. There's no cameras in any of the rooms. Okay. Okay. From parlor. Drawing room. Not bad. Really not bad. Because none of the rooms I need are gem-based. I can redraw, and I will use that to my advantage here. Throne of the blueprints. Let's redraw here first. Observatory. Hallway. Let's do hallway. Kitchen. Dormitory. I think we can do better. Actually, let's get break room just in case we get a key card out of it. Okay. 17 minus 3, 14. Holy shit. 20 plus 4 is 24 squared? 24 squared. I don't think I know that one offhand. 576. Okay. 576. Oh, wait, but we have 20 doubled. And 4 is not relevant. So 4 is dead. So 20, yeah, I was going to say, they don't usually make you do things you can't technically do in your head. So that's 400. 20. Oh, wait, no, not 400. It's 40 squared, which is 1600. 1600 divided by 10 would be 160. Divided by 16, 160 divided by 16 is 10. And then times 0.5. So it's 5. Okay. Let's... What do we get? More keys. Okay, that's fine. Up we go. Observatory, utility closet. I feel like I just want to redraw. Attic. I'll deal with attic, actually. That's not bad. Let's see what we can get out of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. Wow, this is the most key run, unprompted key run of all time. They just really want us to get keys. They're like, you are gonna get so many keys. Except for the one key you actually want. We're gonna go dining room here because that makes sense. Not doing bad on any resources really, but it's just like, just a crazy ask. We're gonna go hallway because of the experiment, and let's see if I can get anything this direction. Oh, I should have used... well, I don't even really need to. Doesn't even matter. Observatory. Good, I can get... I'm back up to 40. That's good. Bunk room, utility closet. Let's just take conference room. Conference room is now getting a little too... I should have probably kept it where it was, but it's a good room to have. Hallway closet. Let's do it. That usually has a... Oh, it's the sneakers. I was like, wait, there's only one item? Okay. So all of these are out of the till now. Where is the... Oh, it's of course, it's another key. Why should I have expected otherwise? Maybe some gems out of this, please? Yes. And of course, a key. Well, the key will come in clutch for chests if I need to open those chests at the front hall for whatever reason. Alright, let's keep going. Boiler room, Great Hall. Great Hall is perfect for us, honestly, in this run because there's so many options. Let's go forward first, though. And actually, this is a rank 8 room, so if I could pick something here I've not done... of course not. Let's go with... Let's do passageway. So I just have full access. I should use those lockpick kit even still. Great, I was lucky. Cloister, walk-in closet. I'm getting these dead ends often. I'm just gonna do cloister, why not? Come on. There we go. That one's always been a little finicky. Okay, I don't even really need to dig up more, but just because I want to unlock these rooms, we'll do that. Come on, vault. Nope. I'm going to redraw. Servants' quarters. I don't need more keys. Lab at least gets me facing the right direction. So let's do that. I'm on rank 6. Dark room, terrace. Sure, terrace. Let's get the dead ends out of the way. What do we got? A gem? Wonderful. Yeah, I haven't been doing amazing on gems. I have an experiment going already. Office. Honestly, dormitory has been getting in the way too. Let's just draft all dead ends right now. Why not? Okay. Not a terrible chest. Weirder one than I'm used to, but... Okay. And now cloister coming from passageway? I mean, I could do weight room and it won't even affect anything. But I'm worried about it a little bit. You know what? I don't even need to be, because what do I have to be worried about? That is what I have to be worried about, but not too bad. Nursery wine cellar. I'm on rank 8. Great. Excellent. Hey, that worked out. Okay. So let's find our blue memo before we leave here. Okay, so the game is helping us out. Yeah, so here's where I think where we first saw this. It was either here or master bedroom, I think. Oh, I found it. The numerals below the coat of arms are 4 different numbers, not 1. Yep. 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 The numerals below the coat of arms 4 different numbers, not 1. Very good. All right, that makes me think we're on the right path. So wine cellar is crossed off my list. We've gotten our gems. What's GTFO? Okay, I can't go up there. I don't have the right materials, but this is still rank 8, so I'm gonna just continue. Not in a good way though. Let's go vestibule, I guess. And I could always go kitchen. Let's go solarium, actually. That's a good call. Laundry room, electric eel, aquarium? Sure. Dig it out. I mean, even if I get vaults right now, I don't think I'm gonna have enough room to do everything I need to do here. We might want to call it a day planetarium, actually. Oh. Well, that would be a mistake. Let's go library. Why not? Library, we could draft weirder rooms, so let's see. Oh. Freezer. Honestly, freezer is not a bad call. Because if I take freezer right now, I can freeze my assets and just have everything I need to be able to do it tomorrow. Yeah, let's do that. I don't have to even call it a day in there. I could call it a day in planetarium. Of which I have stuff in there. Okay. Yeah, I mean, why not? Calling it. All right, I'm going to keep going because I think we have some more time. We definitely do. Garden Jigsaw House of Tomorrow. 3 puzzle rooms, 7 tomorrow rooms, 4 green rooms. Okay. My brain has just been thinking about the security thing. That's definitely interesting. I don't know why that's interesting, but it is. It's the only one out of all those notes that's like, what the fuck does that mean? Okay. Let's continue. Maybe we should try to draft Tomb. Actually, Tomb would be fucking clutch. Because not only does Tomb give us the Geist bedroom benefit with the extra dice, but it also will incentivize dead ends. And the 2 rooms I need are both dead ends. Ah, fuck. Alright, well, we'll start there. I think that's the move, though. Holy shit, the wrench! Each time you draft a mechanical floor plan, you may permanently adjust its rarity. Dude. It's been a minute since I've had that wrench. The game was like, you are God now. Go on to you as I see fit. Alright. We're back in it. Let's do it. Corridor, hallway, den. Sure. Let's go this way. Her ladyships. Thank you, her ladyships. We'll go Nook here. That's fine, and I'll grab the keys. I forgot the keys don't carry over, which is fine. Drawing room here? Yeah, let's get it done. Again, I'm looking for my code check. Code check is first. Terrace. Let's redraw. If I have the ability to, I might as well. Break room is good. Let's see if I can get key card out of that. Okay. 4 squared 16 minus 14. Hold on. 16 minus 14 is 2. Whoa. Okay, everything halved. So, and of course they're all odd numbers. Okay, so 15, half of 15 is 7.5. 7.5 flipped is 5.7, rounded up is 6. 6 plus 3.5 is 9.5. 5.9 rounded up is 6. 6 plus 2.5 is 8.5. Flipped is 5.8. Rounded up is 6. Well, yeah, I guess if they're all 0.5, it's always going to be, yeah. 6 plus 1.5 is 7.5. Flipped is 5.7. Rounded up is 6. Pretty good. Okay, silver key. Silver key is kind of the bullet I don't need on this run right now, though. There it is. Okay. That's one step done. I am going to take it with me. Retrieve. Okay, I'm looking for vault. Let's do it. Okay, so I'm just going to... Well, we might as well. Let's go... Observatory's fine. And it gives us a little bit more to work with. That's fine. I don't think I've ever drafted vault super early in the house. I could be wrong about that, but I don't think I have. Okay, we got an extra key out of that. That's not bad. Commissary sale is not helpful anymore, really. That's not helpful either. Treasure trove, sure. Just come to collect. Actually, where am I at money-wise if I collect all this money? I'm probably pretty high. I'm probably up at the 400s, right? I don't even know anymore. Yeah, very close. 328. Don't even need to do that much. Garage parlor. We'll go parlor, and I'm gonna actually pause there in terms of keeping that route. Let's go back around. It's this direction. Yeah, because that's a little bit too snaky for my liking. Oh, hello. Where am I going? Nook. Yeah, I'm running out of steps a little bit too quickly for me, though. Okay. What do I got? Anything on the table? Doesn't look like it. I don't need anything but vault. I'm just going to redraw. I don't even care. Storeroom. Lab. Solarium is probably a good idea, right? Hello. Yeah. I think solarium is going to help us get what we need done. That's our silver bullet right there. Okay. Storeroom. Actually fine. Am I crazy for thinking that's fine? Or a foyer, I guess. Let's do foyer. Storeroom will come back, obviously. Hallway. Connect them. Yes, dude. Okay. Okay, so I don't think that there's a 4,400. No, the highest number I go to is 372. Unless there's... No, there's nothing on this wall. So, where is... Deposit box 53 is locked. Use key 8. Wow. 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 I can't believe that. Okay. My obsession with ciphers was renewed after my brother died. For among his journals... Hold on. Before I... Holy shit. Okay. My obsession with ciphers was renewed after my brother died. For among his journals, I found a curious square, a grid of words, written in a hand I immediately recognized, my mother's. Accompanying this discovery were numerous pages containing traces of my brother's fruitless attempts over the years to decipher this grid. It was a bittersweet find. The excitement I felt was tempered by memories of the unique bond my mother and brother had always shared. I was the child with an interest in puzzles and wordplay, yet it was Simon who she bequeathed this cryptic gift. With all respect to my late brother, it became clear after spending time poring over his notes that he was not very suited to this challenge. Occasionally, he stumbled upon some promising ideas, but none of them were thoroughly pursued. Where I will give him credit, however, is in the extensive research he conducted, combing through a career's worth of our mother's notes and correspondence. This search culminated in the discovery of a letter my mother had written a local professor, requesting additional material for use in the creation of a cryptograph. This meager clue was, according to his survey, the only shred of evidence in her belongings that mentioned this project. As for me, I'm ashamed to admit that despite all my boasting, I've nothing to show for nearly 3 decades of effort. I'm no closer to solving this than I was in those early months of daily obsession. And with each passing year, I fear my chances of reaching a satisfying conclusion to this adventure grow ever slimmer. Some might say this outcome is quite fitting, poetic justice for tormenting my readers for so many years with seemingly impossible bafflers. While I can certainly relate to their frustrations, I wonder if we really need to obtain answers to all of life's questions. Must we always quench our thirst for knowledge? At my age, I often find myself looking back at the long path behind me, and I think I'm content to leave a few stones unturned. A life without some mystery is a life without imagination. So, I will lay down this burden and leave this stone, and the winding path of intrigue it proceeds, for future generations to explore. Oh boy. Okay. Pigs, sand, male, date, head, clam, peak, sand, joya, well, toad, card, will, tape, legs, tree, road, made, slab, rock, hand, vase, safe, clay, toes. Okay, they're actively telling us with a 4-page lead-in that this might be the hardest puzzle of the game. If the guy who crafted the entire puzzle can't come up with the answer to the puzzle, we might be in trouble, boys. I'm not expecting to get this right off the bat, but... well, at least I'm going to write it down. So, we're making a new page. So, pigs... sand, male, date, head, row 2, clam, peak. Now, there's a couple things I'm recognizing as I'm writing these down. There's a few of these which I could say maybe are rooms related, right? And because it's 5 by width, there's a universe where I could see it's like we have to draft rooms in this order, but actually landing that, I think, is impossible. Right? If we were to say each of these words is attributed to one room, and we had to build a layout that looks like this, I think we would go fucking mad. So, I don't think that's the answer. What would be the other option? Is that these words relate to something. Hand, phase, safe, clay, toes. Okay, I'm looking at this. Oh, there's a little bit of synergy. Look at this. Pigs sometimes can be associated with toes, right? Like there's the little nursery rhyme, but when you're a child, sometime, at least when I grew up, you're little pigs, right? Your little toes. Head and hand. Date, clay? No. Date, oh, sand and clay. Huh. Male, safe. Clam, rock. Well, tree? Toad, legs? So if it's like almost at the, so they're like I forget what the word for that is when they're diametrically opposed, potentially. Road. So there's words that have like synergy, that's for sure. Let me read this again. I found a curious square, a grid of words immediately in a hand. So that's his mother's. It was a bittersweet find. With all respect to my late brother, it became clear after spending time poring over his notes that he was not very suited to this challenge. Occasionally he stumbled upon some promising ideas. This search culminated in the discovery of a letter my mother had written a local professor requesting, quote, additional material for use in the creation of a cryptograph. Additional material for use in the creation of a cryptograph. As for me, I'm ashamed to admit that despite all my boasting, I have nothing to show for nearly 3 decades of effort. So, what do we know about his mother? We know... Well, who is his mother? Wait, hold on. Actually, first of all, let's start there. Who is his mother? Let me remind myself about this. I'm pulling up my screenshots. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm in my screenshots. First of all, while we're here, I wanted to pull this up. So I was right. It only has the 11 in the center of the console for security. And this could mean ACAM, right? We saw some tapes on it that said ACAM. So that's possible. Here with the major key, right? I think that's that one. Let me see if I find our other stuff here. The screenshots of the globe. That's a red prince. That's our numeric cores. I'm looking for that poster of the family. I don't think I have it. This is also interesting. So, Lord Arthur Clementine to Lady Orave of Trinsdale. A new Finn Clark Stationers, Reddington, Finn Aries. Yeah, I don't know what in this would be able to help me with this cipher, but I think it's got to be helpful. Red Prince, just skip past the manuscripts for a second, because I don't think that's going to help us. All of our Ares Court stuff. We're very close here. Right, this thing. Some of the ones we did. Right, and this one. So there's just a circle, like a really deep circle. Someone was really worried about, and then we're back to the present again. I don't think I have the image, unfortunately, of the I don't think I have the image of the family tree, but I'm gonna just pull that up on my own side. Give me a second. There we go. Okay, I just found the image alone, and I'm looking at it. So, right, so Orave is their mother. Right, because I for some reason I was thinking it was Clara Epson was their mother, but that's not true. Clara Epson is Simon's, our player character's grandmother. She's Mary Epson's mother. So their mother, Herbert and Simon Sinclair, are that's Baroness Orave, who is the deed owner, which could make that deed more relevant. Okay, let me bring us back to the game. Okay, so if she's the owner of the deed, that document could be very relevant to this. I don't know how relevant. I'm just trying to think about anything else that this could relate to. The fact that Joya is in there is interesting. They're obviously all 4-letter words. It's a 5x5 grid of 4-letter words, which means what? There's 100 letters, right? There's 100 letters in the entire thing. 25 times 4. So I don't know if that's relevant at all. I don't know if I could take the entire thing and anagram it. So these words like structurally change. Vase, date, male. Do they rhyme? Toes, toad. Hold on, wait. Hand. Card. Toad Road. Face, safe. Clay. Toes, road. I don't think that matters too much. Will. It's almost like if you cross off words here, it might reveal something. What if every row has one outlier word? Right? So if there was a word that connected 4, if there was a word or something that connected everyone but one in every single row and or column, and you could eliminate one of them, would the eliminated word lead to a sentence? Kind of like how the music, like the sheet music puzzle did, or any of those ones where we're like finding things within documents. So it's almost, I hate to say this because I actually hate this game, but it's like connections. You're finding connections, but you're trying to find the one that doesn't work. That would be my guess, just based on how I'm looking at these words are weird. Tree road made. I don't know. Let's go back. What do I have in the house right now? Almost nothing. This has been a weird run. Funnily enough, key 8 doesn't get used here. Like that is not expended now. I wonder if this will stay open. Probably, right? Not that I need it to stay open necessarily, but okay. Well, yeah, let's keep, I mean, while I think upon that, let's try to draft security. Oh, shit. We gotta go the other way. Old shoe. Wow. Okay, yeah. Vault's complete. Like, we did it. We did that thing. That was a relatively easy draft, too. That was nothing. We didn't even draft much of the house. It's so funny. Sometimes it just, they give it to you, and sometimes it's a painful rush to the finish. I don't even really need to do this. Silver key, key of 8. It's not a good option, but hallway, I guess, is the better one. Again, we're just looking for security. We also have the wrench. I should remember that because we have it. That's so funny. I think, yeah, I mean, thankfully, conservatory has kind of helped us in this camp of helping us have a reason to be able to switch that up. Wrench is definitely more powerful early. Yeah, let's see. What do I want here? Probably boiler room, actually. Standard. Yeah, that's fine. Still standard. Weight room. Ballroom. Break room. Yeah, break room, I guess, is the way. All right. Let's see. All I want security. Dining room. Sure. Here's our Joya. Conference room. Honestly, clock tower is really helpful there just for whenever we do next. Lots of locked rooms. Garage is perfect for that, though. Let's fix that problem. I have to remember I have to keep a gem for security if I do want to draft that. Oh my goodness. I guess we're going gymnasium, but let's not even step in there because we're getting down on steps. Not that, again, it doesn't really matter. I'm at the point where I'm like, what do I actually even need to hold on to? Bedroom, I guess, sure. Because I have such a weird goal now. I have to solve a cipher, which has no bearing on any rooms directly. Study, that would end it. Let's try Rumpus Room. Let's see what we get out of it. On the other side, obviously. I know what I get in the room. Gallery hallway, sure. Office storeroom, sure. One of a late game storeroom. Pigs, sand, trees. Still just thinking. This is one of those sections in a puzzle game where you're like, I don't even know. Oh my goodness. I don't have key card. No. We're going to try to avoid red rooms like the plague if we can. Veranda's great. I just need to not lose that last gem if possible. Although I think I didn't do parlor. Right? I didn't do parlor. Is that? I think we could have gone there. Alright, another gem. That's nice. Okay, security, please. Greenhouse, not bad. Probably not a bad placement for it either, actually. Watering can. Ooh, watering can and sledgehammer. Have there been 2 items in this room before? That's kind of fun. Oh, yeah, we're back. Okay. Hallway's a really good positioning, at least. Let's just see. Can I connect them up? Attic, sure. Let's go back this way. Workshop, cloister. Honestly, let's just do cloister because I don't know what we're going to get here. Yeah, and actually we're good on gems now. Come on. I'm just going to go and collect these gems. Okay, so top way is blocked out for now. Security, please. Of course, the one time I actually need security, it's not going to give it to me. Dice, okay. Well, I don't need security. I know I'm going to get it. That's a room I very much feel confident in that I'll get again. Planetarium, interesting. Let's go one more. Sure. Just use it until we don't have to. Okay, so north passage is blocked off. Let's go west. Classroom. Well, that's not good. That's going to end us if we do that. I'll take classroom here just for redrawing purposes. Oh god, we're out of we're out of keys. He says just as he gets an ability to use more keys. All right, we're going to take this and then rotate it around. Oh, right. Also, we're in rank 8. So technically, if I can get something cool on this room, that would be great. I don't want to completely forget about the goals that we've set for ourselves. Yeah, you've got this one right here. So this is the one here. Oh, shit. They're both going to be... That's annoying. All right, well, I think we are dead because I don't have any other way to get keys. But that's okay. Do I have a break room? Yes, I do. Let's go back because I definitely want to... I want to save there today. Just, how did I even get in here? Funnel my way all the way back here over here. Yeah, okay. 19. Ooh, it's going to be close, actually. Hallway, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Definitely some stuff to think about in terms of what's the next step. I'm sure I will have a bunch more crazy theories and ideas. It's not going to be anything obvious. That's for sure. It's going to be something really weird. Because it always is with this game. It always is. I feel like we've now established patterns of self-doubt. Oh my goodness. Garden Jigsaw House of Tomorrow. That's where I'm going to call it. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.